I felt detached from reality for most of my life, which by itself is a pretty weird thing for me to say, because for a while, and when I mean a while, I mean for around 30 years out of the 33 years almost that I'm living, that I felt that I'm mentally ill, or I have some sort of mental illness, that I'm crazy or something. And no matter with how many professionals I checked and everything was okay. And then I started to realize that maybe something with me is not a problem. And I started to research and investigate what does it mean exactly. I started investigating patterns in human behavior, patterns in human thinking, in reality itself, like the mechanism of this world / reality that we are all living in, because I said some things have to be the same. Like if something is working, there has to be some sort of formula that makes it work, make it work. And I started really drilling into it in a very intense research that I've done ever since I remember myself, like from the 2nd grade, I think. My name is Tal Davidov, and formally, because I just don't like the word formally, but I'm a coach. I coach people in CBT, positive psychology. I have hundreds of people of experience. I do it for formally, again, for something like 6.5 years, and it was the profession that I felt that was the most aligned with me. However, it didn't feel quite aligned as I would have wanted my profession to be. So it was good as a jumping bridge. And right now I've done and doing something which is different, and this is some of the reason that I opened this channel, because I know what it's like to feel completely alone, although I have or had relationships, friends, family on paper, money, job, everything is okay, but there is a really huge gap between me and myself from the inside, that no matter what I do, no matter what I say to people around me, used to at least, none really were able to comprehend what I'm going through. Even professionals. Eventually I was the one that helped myself doing it on my own. It was excruciating, still is sometimes, extremely liberating. I'm a huge believer in authenticity, and it's something that I learned to realize that most of the people are not. At least not to the degree that I'm talking about, because to be completely authentic, we need to, I will talk about myself, I had to deal with all of my demons. And all of my demons, it means the demons that I am or was, and not necessarily what happened to me. Also, but what does it say about me? And once I started doing it, after again years of therapy and other stuff, I felt something completely different, which is really transformative. If you met me, I don't know, dog hair, sorry, a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I would have been a completely different person. I know a lot of us can say it, but if you are here and you go through some of the same emotions and states that I said the past 1 or 2 minutes, I think you will understand completely what I'm talking about. That most people don't want to understand it, subconsciously or consciously, because most people, if I'm not mistaken, the statistics said that about 50% of the population in the world are like zombies, like NPCs in a computer game. Like they have the same conscience mind of a tree. Okay, it's not an insult, it's statistics. Another 30 is between 0 and 20%, or not 0, 20 to 50% consciousness, I don't remember. And the depths that I'm talking about, that of course are related to a lot of trauma and a lot of unprocessed emotions, because this is the basic of every human trauma eventually. That of course, if it's complex, then remains for decades. So they consciously or subconsciously don't want to understand what me or you, if you experienced similar things, are saying or doing, because to understand it, or even deeper, to acknowledge that me or you or anyone else have gone through something this horrific, this horrible, and to accept it, it means for them that maybe they have a chance to look about themselves, inside of themselves. And if they are less conscious or less willing to deal with themselves, the levels are depending from a human being to human being, then they can't do it, because their brain, the subconscious, interprets it as an as a threat for the life, okay? It interprets it in I'm a little nervous, I will get better through the videos. Existential threat. They literally feel that if they will acknowledge it, it means they are dead, because it's an unconscious mechanism, a survival mechanism, fight, flight or freeze, that is operating in situations of fear, which fear is by definition really something that we feel when we are in a life-threatening situation, and also in anxiety, because anxiety, it's when we interpret a situation as fear, but it's not really fear. So this is why anxiety lingers on, and fear is only for a moment, but it feels the same. And once we experience some sort of fear, some sort of anxiety, which we interpret as fear, and not dealing with it, okay, then it means the survival mechanism will just keep on going until it dealt with in the same depth that it was initiated. This is why trauma and the complex trauma and anxiety can be so abusive to ourselves, first of all, and so diminishing and dangerous, because a lot of people are unaware. And unfortunately, a lot of professionals don't know how to address and deal with it. I'm not here to coach you, I'm not here to do something like that. I just think and feel how important it is to share the things that I've learned and still learning about myself and the world and reality, because I've integrated myself to the fullest, which I understood is something that is pretty rare, to say the least. And I want to share it, because I know in all different kinds of the population, from entertainment industry to the poor people, we are all dealing with the same patterns, and we are all dealing with the same problems. And I see where do people get. I see where I got when I was untreated correctly. This is why I'm here for. I opened the channel, because I want to help as much people as I can through knowledge, each to their own rhythm and to their own depth. To return to themselves, if it makes sense. Like, if you feel some sort of split between you and yourself, it's not a coincidence. It's something that happened after a disassociation, which caused usually from early trauma. And what I say usually is just because I don't want to be absolute, but it's pretty much because of it. And that's it. And to share myself and my truth, because not myself, my knowledge and my truth, because I think and feel it's important. The more I talk to people, and I speak to hundreds of people a day, and I coach around between 15 and 20 a week, and I learned that it's repetitive, and I managed to make it into a sort of language, which I'm still developing, but I have the general idea and I know how to make it approachable, okay? And I want to do it because I think it's important, and I feel this is why I'm here. So I hope you're related, and if you are, I'm going to, regardless, I'm going to upload a video every 2 or 3 days. I want it to be as fluid as possible on the one hand. On the other hand, on the other hand, to give you certainty of where the things are going, because if you think about it, certainty, or at least the feeling of certainty, it's what solves a lot of our problems, especially emotionally or psychology, even for a moment. And once we understand that mechanism, and we understand the power of it and how it works, we can control it between ourselves, yeah? And once we can do it, control ourselves and understand our mechanism, I see every person, including myself, as its own operation system. What does this button do? What does this button do? Once we do it, we can control our lives and we can control our reality to a certain extent, yeah? As long as we affect ourselves for the best. And I believe that if you are here, this is what you want to do. And I'm here to help you do it. So, any questions, anything you want to say, feel free in the comment, and I will see you in the next video.